Hi everyone. Today we are going to have a small demo session on Civil 3D software. And I would like to give you a brief description about Civil 3D software. Civil 3D is an Autodesk product which is used for civil engineering design and documentation that supports BIM workflow in variety of civil infrastructure projects such as roads, land developments, utilities, etc. So in short, we can say that the Civil 3D software is can be used for urban city planning also. Okay, so moving on to the software, this is a welcome screen of Autodesk Civil 3D, and here you can see that the Civil 3D having some similarity with AutoCAD, right? Why? Because the Civil 3D is actually built on AutoCAD and it has some basic components of AutoCAD also. That's why they are showing some similarities. And also the file format of Civil 3D file is also DWG, same as AutoCAD. Okay. And in this welcome screen, you can see some options like open, new, etc. Here, if you want to open a project, the project that you are currently working on or you're actually already done, you can choose the option open. Okay. And if you want to create a new project, you can use option called new. Okay. And currently, I am using Civil 3D 2023 version, and the latest version is 2025. Okay, and here I am going to create a new project. For that, I am just simply clicking on this new option. So this is the graphical user interface of Civil 3D. Okay, and here you can see the application menu of Civil 3D in the top left corner, and this application menu having so many general commands such as open, save as, export, publish, etc. And this black screen, this black area, large area is called drawing area, which is also called viewport. This is the area where we are going to work. And here, this is a single viewport, right? Or a single drawing area. In some cases, we need to split this viewport into two. Why? Because if you want to see your project in different angle or a different view, for example, if I just created a surface and I want to see my surface in all the views, like in isometric view and in a plan view and in a 3D view. If you want to see them in different view, you can split this viewport into several parts and we can set the view type there in each and every viewport. Okay, I will show you. For that, I am just opening, I am going to open a project having a surface. Okay, so that I am going to this application menu and I am choosing open. Or else you can see, like in this application menu, you can see the files that I recently opened here. And here I am going to select the surface file. So I am selecting surface.dwg. And here you can see like this file is having two viewport, right? Why it's happening is I just splitted this viewport into two. That's why it's showing two viewport here. And I'm going to teach you how can we split the viewport and how can we set the views in different forms. For that, here I'm going to, okay, I'm just simply making them in a normal condition, that is in a single view. For that, I'm going to view tab. In the view tab, you can see an option called viewport configuration. Just simply drop down the viewport configuration so that you can see an option not an option, a lot of list of viewport configuration can be seen here. Okay, single, two vertical. Actually, I here set it as a two vertical. That's why it's showing two viewports. If I am setting it as single, it will be like this. I am having only one viewport. Okay, if I am splitting it into two, it will be like this. If you want to split them into three, you can choose any of the three type. Okay, so here I am going to make it in two, and I want to set this two viewport in different view style. That is, I want to see this in a plan view, and this is in this viewport. I want to see this in a what isometric view. For that, I'm just simply clicking on the first viewport, and here you can see an option here to set the view control and to set the visual style also. Visual style means if you want to see them in a realistic view, you can click the realistic from there. If you want to see them in a shaded view, you can choose this in shaded detail view. That's all. And here I'm going to make it as in a this surface in a top view in a shaded form or in a okay. I'm just setting it as in 2D wireframe. Okay, I'm not going to change anything here, but I want to see the surface in this viewport in a isometric shaded view. For that, I just zoomed in the surface in this viewport, and I'm going to change the view control by simply clicking on the top, and I am setting here as southwest isometric so that we can see the surfaces now in the isometric view. And I am going to make the surface in a shaded format. Okay, shaded visual style. So the surface should be like this. And if you want to make see them in a realistic view, you can set it as realistic so that the surface will be like this. Okay, so with the help of this viewport configuration, we can see our project in different view formats or will be different view styles. Okay, that's all about the viewport configuration. Next thing what I want to teach you is about command line. Okay, so command line is actually, this is a command line, this one. This command line is actually a chat window to communicate with Civil 3D. Okay, so actually if you want to draw any component, like if you want to draw a line, we will provide a command L, right? And in that command, after that providing that command, the command box will give the instruction like what we need to do next. That's the command line. That's the use of command line. Okay. So here, this is a command line. If the command line is closed, you can bring it back with a short key, which is Control plus 9. Okay. Yeah, here they are showing like to display the command line window again, we need to press Control plus 9 so that it will get back. Okay. And next I'm going to tell you about our ribbon tab. Ribbon tab means this area is the ribbon tab, this one. Okay. In that ribbon tab, you can see several tabs such as home, insert, annotate, modify, analyze. So much tab are there. And we can see inside any tab, some panels are there, right? Panels means palette panels, explore panel, optimize panel, create ground data panel, create design panel. So much panels are there. And within that panel, we can see the main commands or the main tools. Okay. So in short, we can say like our tools are arranged in a panel within the ribbon tab. Okay. And we will get much more familiar with these tools after like as our class progress, we will get much more familiar with these tools. Okay. Next, I'm going to tell you about tool space. Okay. Tool space is a box that you can see in this left corner. This is the tool space. Toolspace contains 4 tabs, which is Prospector, Settings, Survey, and Toolbox. And all these tab in the toolbox includes or it contains all the things that can be done within the Civil 3D. Okay, this toolbox or tool space contains all the things that we can do within the Civil 3D. And we will get much more familiar with this tool space on upcoming classes. Okay. And okay, and this tool space visibility also controlled by yourself. Like in the home tab, you can see the palette panels here, and you can see tool space option in the palette panels. It is now in a highlighted condition. That means the tool space is now active. If you don't want to see the tool space or if you want to hide the tool space, you need to tick or click on the tool space just here so that you can see now the tool space is vanished. If you want to bring them back, you need to click this tool space again so that the tool space is again back. Okay, so this is all about tool space. And now I want to tell you another tool which is very much important in Civil 3D, and it will be very much helpful for us even if we are going or doing a project. That tool is the inquiry tool. Okay, inquiry tool in Civil 3D. Inquiry tool will help us to extract some data within our project. Okay, for example, here I have a surface and I want to know, like I want to know a particular point's elevation, slope, x coordinate, y coordinate there, without any label. Like I don't want any label in this area, but I want to know that particular points, elevation, slopes, etc. So it can be done with the help of inquiry tool. For that, we need to go for the Analyze tab. In that Analyze tab, you can see an option called Inquiry Tool in Inquiry panel. Just click on this Inquiry tool so that you will get a box like this. This is the Inquiry Tool table. And here you can see select an inquiry type command there. Like so many inquiry types are available. I will show you. For that, I'm just drop downing this area so that you can see several inquiry type for like for point, for surface, for alignment. If you want to know something about point, you can choose point. If you want to know something about surface, you can choose surface. Okay. Here I have only surface. So I am going to extract some details from the surface. For that I am just expanding the surface. Within this surface also we can see two options. If you want to see, okay, just a second. If you want to see or if you want to extract the details of a surface elevation and grade at a point, you can choose surface elevation and grade. And if you want to know the elevation and grade between points, you can choose the second one. Okay, now I'm going to select the first one because I want to know the elevation and grade at a particular point in the surface. So that I'm choosing this surface elevation and grade at point, so that in the command box we can see that they are asking us to specify the point for elevation and grade. So that I am specifying a point here so that you can see the details in this inquiry table, that is its point coordinate, y coordinate and x coordinates, and its elevation, that particular point's elevation, its slope, its grade, everything. So in the same way we can extract each and every object's details using inquiry tool. Okay, this is all about inquiry tool. Next, I want to tell you about transparent tool. Okay, transparent tool is very much important for us to do a project. Actually, transparent tool is actually a unique command which work along with the AutoCAD command. Okay, so we know so much commands in AutoCAD, right? So all the commands we used in AutoCAD can be used in Civil 3D also. But in Civil 3D, there are some particular commands which can't be used in AutoCAD. It can be used only in Civil 3D. That type of commands will comes under the transparent tab or transparent tool. Okay, the transparent tool can be we can get the access of transparent tool in the right corner also, right edge also. Here, this is a transparent tool, this one, or else you can get this transparent tool from the tab also, ribbon tab also. We can see a transparent tab in the ribbon panel, sorry, ribbon tab. This is a transparent tool. Okay, I'm going to tell you what an application of the transparent panel is. Okay, for example, I want to create a line. Okay, I want to create a line with a particular bearing angle in particular quadrant. Okay, so in by using only Civil 3D command line, can you create a line with particular properties? It's very important, like with very difficult for create a particular type of line with a particular grading, sorry, a particular bearing distance or anything. But we can do that very simply in Civil 3D with the help of this transparent tool. For that, I'm just okay, I'm giving you an example. Like I'm going to create a line with a 1,000 centimeter length with a bearing angle or particular bearing angle with a particular bearing angle. For that, I'm just simply I'm just simply going to enter the command line, enter the command for line. So I'm choosing L and I'm selecting L. Okay, and I'm specifying the first point here. After that, I am choosing a transparent command, which is bearing distance. And I am simply selecting this bearing distance from here. So that they are asking us to specify the quadrant that you want to see the line. Okay, I'm going to specify in this quadrant or the second quadrant. and I specify this quadrant. After that, they are asking us to set the bearing. Okay, I'm setting the bearing as okay. If you know the particular bearing angle, you can provide by texting in the command line, or else you can choose it from the dynamic UCS also. So I'm just okay, clicking in this particular portion. That means I want to create a line with a bearing angle of n39 degree, 45 minute and 09 second west. So I'm just simply clicking there so that they are asking the length of the line or the distance of the line. So I'm setting the line distance as 1000 and press enter. So that you can see after pressing escape button, you can see a line in the second quadrant with a that particular properties like bearing angle and what length. Okay, this is all about transparent tool. And these, I think we just covered all the basic things that we need to know before we start our software or we, okay. So I would like to conclude our today's session and we will learn all other thing related to Civil 3D on the upcoming classes. Thank you. Thank you so much.